Hello, I'm getting ready for World Vision Day 2. And I want to greet all the believers all across the world, churches, ministers, Christian workers. You may have heard about World Vision Day 1. World Vision Day 1 took place on July 5th, 2014. On that day, believers all across the world on the same day at the same local time, 12 noon, went out in their communities, the street corners, main squares, their downtown area of their cities, and preached the gospel for at least 1 hour. This was an unprecedented world event. Never before in history has something like this taken place, where members of the body of Christ in different countries across the world on the same day, in one accord at the same time, were all preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. This was recorded live and it was uploaded to YouTube so that you're able to see the preaching of the gospel taking place in each country across the world on the same day, the same time. As those reports came in to our church Harvest Army, and I was looking through the different live recordings, I was overwhelmed by what God was doing as He's pouring out His Spirit upon all flesh all across the world. But World Vision Day 1 was just the beginning. That was just the trigger. It was so impactful that the news media even got a hold of it. They reported of Mark Jackson, which is a pastor of Love Worship Center in California, who was a former NBA player. The news media got a hold of it and talked about how he was involved in World Vision Day. Now, you may have missed the first one, for whatever reason, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to be a part of it. Every believer, every church, every ministry, all across the world, God is calling upon you to rise up and preach the gospel of Jesus Christ in your local community. World Vision Day 2 is coming up on October 4th, 2014, and you don't want to miss it. Again, believers across the world on the same day, the same time, with one voice, in one accord, are going to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ in their community, in their neighborhood, and you got to be a part of it. That's World Vision Day 2 coming up on October 4th, 2014. Believers get up and they go out in their community. They open their mouth and preach the gospel, such as John 3:16, for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son. Some handed out tracts and told those around them to give their life to Jesus, and that Jesus loved them and Jesus died on the cross for them. And you can be in that number. In this unprecedented world event, you got to be a part of it. Why are we doing this? Because God is interested in world revival. The Bible said in Psalm 24 verse 1, so the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof, the world and they that dwell therein. And God sent His Son Jesus Christ to reconcile this world back unto Himself. John 3 verse 16. So you want to be a part of God's plan for world revival. All you have to do is sign up as a visionary, which means that you're deciding that you're going to be one who preach the gospel of Jesus Christ to the lost. October 4th, 2014, World Vision Day 2 is coming up. Now, you may have not known about World Vision Day 1, which is on July 5th, 2014. You could find out more about it. All you got to do is go to youtube.com and just type in World Vision Day 2014. As a matter of fact, I have it right here, right now. World Vision Day 2014. I see reports from Falmouth, Jamaica, Kingston, New Jersey, right here in the USA, Marietta, Georgia, Toronto, that's in Canada, Suriname, Guyana, Times Square, New York City, Washington, D.C. I see Nottingham, London. I mean, there's so much. New Zealand, and on and on. You can look it up for yourself. Go to youtube.com, type in World Vision Day 2014, and you'll see the different reports. And you'll see even as believers who have never preached the gospel before rose up and preached the gospel on that day. Well, World Vision Day 2 is coming up and you can be a part of it. Churches, let your church be a part of it. Ministers, leaders, Christian workers, you got to be a part of World Vision Day 2 and let the world shake with the preaching of the gospel of Jesus Christ from the body of Christ. Listen, it cannot just be left upon the clergy to reach the world. We need believers from every kindred, every country, every tongue, every nationality, every race to go out and preach the gospel. That's how the world's going to be reached. Matthew 24 verse 14. This gospel of the kingdom must be preached as a witness in all the world, and then shall the end come. You are a part of that number. Remember, it is God's plan to redeem people around the world from every tongue, from every race, from every nationality. That's God's plan. And in your nationality, in your race, in your tongue, in your country, in your culture, you must rise up and preach the gospel. World Vision Day 2 is coming as on October 4th. 2014, Saturday, October 4th, 2014. I'm looking for you to be a part of it. You can also check out the reports on Google. Just type in, if you go to google.com, type in World Vision Day, July 5th, 2014, and you'll see the past reports. So on google.com, that's World Vision Day, July 5th, 2014. Or if you go to youtube.com, just type in World Vision Day 2014, and you'll see the different reports. And get yourself ready for World Vision Day 2, October 4th, 2014. Believers, harvesters, workers, churches, ministers, it's time for us to rise up and reach the world with World Revival. World Vision Day 2, October 4th, 2014. God bless you.